Bienvenue à Pour une poignée de pièces d'or. Non, j'ai pas de barbe. Puis,
Il l'a perdu dans le feu.
je l'ai perdu dans un
Tu
feu.
mentionnes pas, les gens vont juste pas s'en
Ben oui,
soucier
ils vont
de
le
plus.
savoir. Look. Donc,
Quand tu fais ça, tu fais...
ouais, c'est comme... Je suis sûr qu'on l'a pas entendu, c'est pas grave. Fait que...
Non, c'est désagréable, j'ai entendu.
On l'a tous entendu.
Donc, ouais, pour le mois d'avril, on est avec la coalition Fjord. Donc, pour ceux qui demandent la coalition Fjord, c'est un regroupement de citoyens qui militent pour la protection de l'équilibre écologique du fjord du Saguenay. Et l'une de ces luttes, entre autres, est contre GNL Québec. C'est un projet de construction de pipeline de gaz entre l'Ontario et le Saguenay. Et ça implique de grands risques et des impacts négatifs sur l'environnement. Bon, on va y revenir au milieu de la game avec une vidéo de l'organisme qui nous explique un peu plus en détail ce projet, puis pourquoi il faut essayer de l'empêcher. Donc, si vous vous sentez interpellé par cette cause, vous pouvez aller plus bas dans la page et il y a des panneaux incitatifs là-dessus. Et lorsque vous cliquez sur n'importe quelle image qui est liée à ces panneaux incitatifs-là, ça vous ramène à la page de S'implique. S'implique, c'est la plateforme qui s'occupe de gérer les dons pour la coalition, donc cet organisme-là. Et elle ne prend pas de cote, ça s'en va tout à l'organisme. D'ailleurs, si vous voulez avoir un incitatif dû au don, ben juste écrire que j'ai fait un don, écrivez ça dans le chat, dites-nous ce que vous voulez, puis on va le rouler, puis on va faire ça. De toute façon, on a du monde, on a des buddies qui checkent ça sur présentement le site internet pour voir si t'as-tu vraiment fait un don ou pas tout. Anyway, on va le faire pareil. Puis ouais, donc sur ça, je laisse la parole à Sean. Et oui, je vous rappelle que c'est une game en anglais. Donc,
In English.
In English.
In the English. Inglés.
English.
OK.
Imprégnation.
So, welcome back to Icewind Dale. We last left our unlikely band of adventurers together, standing in front of a secret staircase leading downwards. You all noticed tracks leading down. These are muddy, oily boot prints going all the way down. Seems like perhaps because no one saw them on your night shift, someone came in. Someone went down the passageway before you. What would you guys like to do?
Did we just wake up?
Yeah.
You've woken up, you have opened the secret doorway,
Okay.
you are now all standing in front of this staircase, and you've all noticed tracks.
Oh.
That's where we last left off.
Oh.
I hit Bhalmir on the shoulder and I go, "Are you game to go down?"
What? If car goes first, yes. And he just push a bit car.
All right.
It's like a shoulder chain.
You first!
No, first.
All right.
Maybe we can just flip a coin and decide who's gonna go first.
No, sure. I'm
No,
sure
no.
car is going to go, yeah?
I will. I'll lead the way. Follow me. I go down.
And I follow.
And I push Ranjit in front of me.
And I flip coin.
What are you doing?
Well, I need
I
someone in
choose
ten.
tail. I choose tail. Oh, where those guys go?
And you just see like Bhalmir pushing, and you just see the end of his foot.
You're so kind! He goes on his disc, and you're just pushing him forward on his disc.
That's what exactly
Wait.
what I was thinking.
The levitating disc in the stairs.
It's like a dolly in the stairs.
Or Or maybe like a skateboard.
I imagine it more as a smooth transition. It just slowly floats down.
Sure, whatever.
We prefer the dolly stuff. Okay, so
So that's the order. The order is car. Okay, perfect. You guys go down. Give me. Actually, no. You notice that it's getting colder and colder as you're going down. The walls are as you would expect of a cavern and not as pristine as it once was, and the entrance. And now you're going towards like a winding staircase. And before you, nothing happens, but till you get to a golden doorway. In front of you, there are two red doors with gold all the way around it, like gold, like metal brackets and whatnot. And it looks pristine.
okay. With what normally Bhalmir, with all his background as a dwarf, and well, having lived in a dwarf encampment for most of his life, would he know something about this, the history maybe of this stonework? With
Yeah,
stone.
go for maybe you roll a history.
Yeah.
Or, a stonework masonry.
Proficient in the history and had double your proficiency bonus to the check. Okay, so history plus 6, so 18.
18. You know, this is of dwarven origin, and this is usually kept for treasury vaults. What's interesting to note, by the style, you know that it's not typical of hill dwarves, not typical of any of your clans that you know that are common to you, but it's clearly dwarven.
So he freezes for a bit while he's just passing and tinkering on the doors, and he says, "Well, boys, this is dwarven made, and by the size of it all, and by the craft behind all of this is usually made for votes. This is something important behind there."
Make me an intelligence check, please.
Intelligence. Okay.
I'm gonna have that be memory.
It's 12.
12. You seem to remember there was a Duergar on your ship, and you don't know much about Duergars, but they could have been the ones that built this door, this
Okay.
important room.
By the looks of it, or some sort of there's something indicating something that would be related to Duergars.
It's more like you know all the styles of all the other dwarves. You don't know this one.
Okay.
And you're like, oh yeah, Duergars.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so he's making the link inside his head, and he's just like, well, the problem is I don't recognize any of it. It's just, well, maybe it's, well, the Grey folks, the Duergars from down below, nasty people.
I'm sure they're not so bad.
Oh, well, you don't know. I would take up, like, more defenses before we go in there.
Oh,
I doubt a whole people taste nasty.
I don't know.
Maybe some individuals, not the whole people.
I couldn't say I never tasted people.
Well, I'll tell you.
Sure. God.
fine. So, all right, friends, quit bickering. Now, should we? Oh, I say we open this door.
Sure about that?
Well, it's either this or we go back up.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. He's just like
And
rummaging inside his bag.
and there are trails. And don't you wanna see more of your own kind?
It's not my own kind. They're not like us.
Well, they're dwarves.
They are not dwarf. And he looks at you.
Hashtag all you people look alike.
Yeah. And he looks at you really angrily. His tone has changed. And he's just gonna listen inside the doors with, like, I don't know, his horn for meals. And just going to listen for clicks and stuff in order to see if it's not trapped or anything. He doesn't trust the Duergars. If at this point you believe
give me a general perception check. If you're examining the door and you're putting your ear up to it.
Yeah, 24.
Yeah. 24. Okay, what becomes very apparent now that you're really looking at it, not just looking at the type of metal used and the type of material, the locking mechanism looks like it was forced open.
So
and the door is
okay.
So like there was like a specific keyhole, and there was a lock, and it looks like someone tampered with it.
Okay.
Already, and it looks broken. Other than that, like the door's in good condition, and just by listening, you don't hear anything else on the other side.
Okay. And he's just listening, and he says, well, there's nothing inside that door on the other side that I can hear. But the door was forced. Well, the lock itself. Look. Somebody tampered with it. So somebody is probably already inside of it.
So we kick it open?
Maybe it's probably already opened.
I push it.
You go to push the door, and there's like strong resistance. And then you kind of see that there's hinges on the outside, so you're like, I should pull.
I see the little nameplate says pull, and I go,
Yeah, there's like a handle.
If it says pull, push harder.
It's not working.
I go on the other door and
just closed today.
Yeah, so you grab the handle, and it opens. It is extremely heavy. It's taking all of your force, and you're like, but you get it open. And
wow. This is a hefty door.
I suppose you all look through?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm the first one, so I will look through.
I look from behind Ranjit, so I let Carl look.
So perception. A natural 20 for a 25.
Okay. So you open the door, and you are stunned. Because the amount of treasure you just saw in that one, like, let me observe everywhere. You're like, I have never seen this much gold in one place before. You are looking at a valley going down. There's a staircase of just gold, statues, gems, swords, maces, all kinds of ornate and bejeweled items. And you're momentarily stunned at the sight. Because you just, like, looked everywhere, and you're like, I'm looking for enemies or something, or traps. Holy, what is this room?
Holy.
Any depictions of stars or the moon or the night?
Not from where you can, like, where you're standing. You don't see anything specific. You see, like, torches that have been lit.
Okay.
With your perception check, though, you do see the footprints that keep going, and there's like it's less apparent now. There's like less of a big imprint of oily goo. It's like little stains of tar on the ground here and there, and you're like, someone did walk by here.
So I I tell my crew this. Our friend who probably opened the door. He's already down there. So I don't see him or her. I don't see them. But
maybe
yeah.
Maybe we could follow those steps to see where he walked.
I am following those steps.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe
Perfect.
you know already if they're traps or something else.
You said there were
on that.
You said there were
Sure.
torches. So
It's illuminated.
It's
Yeah.
illuminated. All right.
Yeah.
All right. So I see. I'm gonna stealth also. Eee. Oh, so I rolled a 8 on my stealth.
Perfect. 8,
I rolled a 12.
12. Anyone else stealthing? Or you guys just walking like,
Well,
yeah, let's build this.
I'm already
Look at all this
gone.
treasure.
Bhalmir is in front of you, walking right into the vault, and he's going like gold mad.
He's going the distance.
He's going the
He's
distance.
going-
He's like, there's so much. And Ranjit is like, his hands are on your shoulders. He's like, we are rich.
We are rich, rich.
And he goes straight into a pile of gold. Like he just jumps in. Like,
And
it's
we
like
are
duck-
doing
Scrooge
like,
McDuck, DuckTales style. Just goes in.
and he,
Yeah.
So we are probably like, I don't remember la nage synchronisée en anglais.
Synchronized swimming.
Synchronized
Yes.
swimming. So I'm doing it with Ranjit. And
Doing it with Ranjit. All right.
oh yeah. Poor choice of word. Poor choice of word.
So
You won't last 5 minutes.
So
as Bhalmir is going gold mad and just diving into it, I'm going prey hungry and just going through the following the steps, and with shield and sword at the ready, just kind of tracking.
Okay, perfect.
I stay back with Gildor. I cross-handed and I'm, that's the happiest I've ever seen Mr. Hash and Cry.
and he's just
Yeah,
you're just saying and
No.
He
he's
seems
throwing
very
money
happy.
everywhere.
Oh,
Maybe I should just watch those steps and just see. So I'm gonna make maybe a survival check to see where those footprints go.
Yep.
They go where I go.
And I'm gonna stealth myself as a warrior. So 9 survival.
Okay.
I didn't actually roll a survival because I thought we could see them. If you
No,
want
no,
to roll a survival?
You've already been pointed them out.
Okay, yeah.
It's more to know more detail, right? If you
Okay.
want to roll. But if you're just following them and you're like, yeah, tar.
No,
Tar.
obviously I will roll
Tar.
a survival. 20, dirty 20.
Oh.
Nice. It looks like the majority of these footprints just continue downwards, and there's like a hallway, and it moves to the right, and like you don't see them anymore there, and there seems to be a couple spots where it's clear they stopped.
Okay.
And if you're already observant enough, you could tell that there is a pile of gold, and there were items, and now there's no longer items in that place because there's like a depression, a dip into it, right? So like, yeah.
So I signal it to Gildor. They took something over here and over here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bhalmir, do you want to roll for me. Actually, you know what? No, you're probably just picking things and putting it in your pocket, right?
it's just like
Right.
I'm full of gold and I'm heavy right now, and right now I cannot dash. So
Yeah. Bhalmir, while you're stuffing your bag, there is one particular item that stands out.
ooh,
It
I'm
is
like Apu in
a
Aladdin.
A very shiny sword. It's ornate. It almost looks like a rapier, except the handle is all wrong. It's more like the handle of a longsword, but the blade is thin, like a rapier.
Okay,
So
And-
it's feather.
okay, well, yeah,
Yeah,
could
it's a
be.
feather.
It's a feather. Okay, so Bhalmir is just dropping whatever he's holding, like trinkets in his hand made of gold, and he's just like,
You have cups and things. You're like, drop them.
oh, yeah, fuck that shit. I'm going for that. And he's running toward it.
Perfect. You pick it up.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think twice.
Listen, you know that this is made out of fine craftsmen. Made this. It is perfectly balanced.
Oh, he will check everything.
And if you didn't know better, you'd suspect it was magical.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Only if you didn't know better.
But only if
Yeah.
you didn't know better.
Yeah.
But you're like, it's shiny, it's great. It's like a very pristine sword. So you don't have identifier or anything like that.
No, I don't. I'm just like a dwarf inside a loot vault, and and I'm just seeing like a golden rapier, like a mastercraft weapon.
If you want, you can do an investigate on it.
Yeah, sure.
I will let you know what it does,
Okay.
depending on how well you roll.
Oh, I know nothing.
Oh.
I'm just.
Nice.
I had a
great.
So you're looking at it and you're
I have
like,
tree.
I like these rubies. They must mean something. I don't know what, but they must mean something.
Well, I know what they mean, though. They mean a lot more money in my pockets.
Yeah, there you go. And Ranjit's doing like the same thing. He's like opened up a bag of holding and he's just like scooping it and he's like, it's already full. I need a new one. And he's putting another.
And he's just turning toward Reggie. Just, don't you have a rope trick? You can shovel it down there.
I know, but it'll just come back out once the spell ends. It's useless.
Oh,
No!
yeah. What about your sandwich? Your soggy sandwich was always coming back.
No, he's just arguing with you.
Yeah, I know. You're just hearing like bickering in the the far of the vault.
All right. So what are the rest of you doing?
I'm.
I know we have 2 tracking, 2 stealthing forward.
I'm staying back, keeping an eye. Just keeping an eye around. I'm not
Commander's
too,
on.
I'm not too impressed by the treasure, so I just yep. I'm the father figure, just watching the kids.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm with the Turaslij, and I'm just watching around those steps and those.
Okay, so you 2 are going forward. You're relatively stealthy. Every once in a while, you knock something over. Your-
My long spear.
with your lovely stealth. But you quickly catch it and it muffles the noise, so it's not like too bad. But there's a lot of gold even on the floor, so you are always making a little bit of like a clink, clink, clink.
Technically, I'm making more noise than he is.
Yeah, exactly. So this is just describing both of you going forward,
Oh,
because I
yeah.
assume you're together.
I'm probably
Um,
breathing very hard too.
Turaslij, as you go, you accidentally, like, you put your hand on this pile just to, like, hold yourself, and you notice, actually, Give me a deck save
Deck save.
to see how fast you are.
Oh God.
Oh,
Very, very
nice.
slow.
Nice.
Slowest person ever.
So you go and you just kind of move up like one single coin,
Mhm.
and then a bunch of coins come down, and you see this mace just ramming down, and it stubs your toe.
oh.
But
That
this,
must have hurt.
but this mace
Mhm.
is very fine looking. It is better than the beat stick you are currently using. Because I assume it's still the bone stuff that you have.
It's still, yes, the sort of Aztec weapon, but it's shark teeth, yes.
Yeah.
However, my bond is to keep my my homeland weapons with me, so I just go. Can you use this? To Gildor.
No, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep my lance and spear.
Well, maybe Mr. Ashencrag will like it. Take it, put it on my belt somewhere,
Yeah, sure.
and I keep going, if possible.
Yep. You keep going, and listen, you turn the corner, and you see in the distance, there's a staircase going up, and there seems to be pedestals, but you can't see any more detail from where you're at. Bhalmir, what was that? Wisdom?
Yeah, well, it was just to stop the gold madness, and
Okay.
for an instant, to progress a bit. And he's just next to you. Well, someone talked about a great weapon, so he's just next to that person. His pants and clothes and everything on him is full of money and trinkets, and there's a nice feather on his hips.
Turaslij, I forgot to mention. As you hold the mace, you feel stronger, and you have it on your hip now, and you still feel stronger just having it on you.
Okay. I'm gonna assume in character that I'm only stronger because I'm on a hunt.
Cool.
I am on a quest for prey. Therefore, my full capabilities have been unleashed.
I'm a god.
Yeah. I will I will slowly make my way up to the rest of the group.
Okay.
With your hands in your pocket.
Yeah.
I'm not touching anything.
God, do you see the amount of gold in here? My family is out of trouble.
Oh, so that's why. That's the smile on your face.
Yes,
Get it.
I
get it.
I will be able to feed my clan.
So you both of you are like trying to like get back to the other two, and the other two just kind of turn the corner. Yeah. So you I suppose you're just progressing towards the pedestals.
At the tracks.
Yeah. Make me another stealth at this point. Whoever's going forward.
I will
Hunting.
not make it. Yeah, I'm not hunting. I'm just.
18.
I'm a coin
Nice.
purse, but a bigger one. Walking.
Perfect.
Start eating them. You have pica, and you're gonna start eating mineral things.
I rolled a 14.
Okay. Perfect.
22.
Let me make.
22 steel.
Okay. All right. So you guys get closer to the staircase, and it's very apparent that there are 3 figures on top. There is something that is very short, and 2 other figures that are humanoid-sized. basically human from what you can tell at this distance, because it's still like probably 100 feet up.
Yeah.
And they seem to be tinkering with the pedestals.
Okay.
They're like moving things around. They have not noticed you because you're so stealthy.
So I go up to Bhalmir and go, hey, that's your. See these guys up there?
Yeah,
you two are not there yet.
Okay.
You guys are still
Okay.
in the room beforehand.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
You were not stealthing either, so that's why I was
We're
kind of
not stealthing, we're following, but we're not like tracking or anything, and I'm clearly not stealthing.
Yeah.
As a walking purse.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that changes things a little bit, but you're both following the other two that are being
we're
stealthy.
just behind, so you can have a delay. So
okay, yeah, that's it. So what do you guys want to do at this moment that you're everyone who rolled a stealth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume you're together and stealthing relatively close. You have a free action. You can go explore something without interruption.
What is around me? First of all?
What's the
Do I have
surroundings?
some sort of cover? Is it just like
You have the cover of like a staircase of 100 feet up in like a 45 incline. Going up, there are statues as well. And on either side of you at the base, there are two very nice looking statues, one of them wearing armor and a robe, and numerous rings. And then there's just like valleys of gold on the side, but then there's just this like staircase going up, and at the top there are 4 pedestals.
Okay.
With the figures that you saw.
Okay. Since it's 100 feet to them, I'm gonna stow my sword and grab the longbow.
Okay.
Notch an arrow, but not necessarily extend right now.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
keep it in, ready to extend.
Sure.
And these statues, are they in alcoves or on either side of the stairs so that you can hide behind and then?
They're on other side of the stairs, so they're just like decorative, right? They're
Okay.
not in an alcove or anything. Everything is in the open.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and go from one statue to the next.
Sure. Okay,
So,
that's perfect.
Before this, I am gonna cast. I'm gonna cast Blast on Turaslij and Gildor, and if they're in my range, Bhalmir and well, only Bhalmir. I don't. Really
Holy
care.
Bhalmir.
Holy Bhalmir.
So
Holy Bhalmir.
Yeah, I'll assume he's like 60. He's within range. You can get him.
Okay, so it's up to 3 creatures of you. Okay, so yeah, all my crewmates are now blessed.
Okay. Gildor, did you want to do something specific? Are you following Turaslij?
Yes, I'm following a bit in his steps, but before I'm gonna teach Tar and Bhalmir how to whisper a bit, how to be more stealthy when approaching danger. I'm gonna show them how to do it. I'm gonna transfer some knowledge to them.
How are you going to transfer this knowledge?
I'm gonna whisper to them how to do it.
So you like sneak up. You sneak up to Car.
You need to be stealthy. Yes, just like that.
to move in the shadows.
Yes.
This is
And I'm
creepy.
Down low, and then you go up to like Bhalmir and you do the
Yes.
same thing.
And I point at Turaslij and Like him. Look how he's doing.
And
Look at his
it's fluid.
reptilian movements.
And,
Her
he-
movement are.
and he's just turning towards you and just like
Yeah.
Like-
So. Yeah, go ahead. If you want to make a stealth, Bhalmir, you're gonna do it at disadvantage.
Oh yeah,
Because you have so much gold on you.
I
that you
am just a
jingle.
bag. I'm just a bag of coins. Yeah, stealth and disadvantage. I got 23 at disadvantage.
Amazing.
I'm a
So
gloom
you, like-
stalker.
Is there some
How
like
I notice
claw?
this is that you just like hold everything down really tight.
Right.
And you're not stealthing so much as you're just trying not to make noise. And you move forward.
Yeah. Is there some
That's it.
like clothes lying somewhere? Like old clothes?
The only piece of article of clothes is the one on the statue. It is a cloak.
Well, maybe I can cut a bit and put it in the pocket of Bhalmir. Just to muffle down the sound.
Okay.
Gonna make that.
You go to like, I assume you have a dagger?
Yep. I think I
Yeah,
have
you
it.
go to like cut the cloak, and what you've noticed is that you can't cut it.
Oh.
It is made of a tougher material than it looks.
Oh.
Kevlar.
Titanium. It's titanium.
Titanium cloak.
Titanium clothing.
Can I take the clothes?
Absolutely.
Gotta
Yeah.
take this. It's a
It's
fine piece.
And what you notice is when you wear it,
Yep.
you are now sparkling.
Oh.
Oh,
Twilight Vampire.
And you explode into a ball of light. And it's a giant flare. Just
And you see Bhalmir just next to you. He's just like, well, talking about stealth here, you don't seem to
yes.
be good at it.
Well, I'm just showing you what not to do.
Bhalmir and
Am I a disco ball right now because of all this stuff I have?
pretty much. Hold on a second.
Car looks at the cloak, looks at his coat, looks at the cloak.
Okay, Car and
saying-
Bhalmir, you have to make a wisdom saving throw.
What?
Yeah.
11.
16.
Okay, so Car, you're kind of like, oh, the light. Bhalmir, however, you are stunned by the sheer brightness of it, and because you're wearing so much gold, it's like amplified.
Whoa.
Meanwhile, Turaslij, you're on the hunt, and you notice the three figures go, what was that? There's some light! And they like peer over the edge. They haven't noticed you, but they have noticed your companions. And now that you see them better, there is clearly a tiefling, some sort of orc-like creature, and a goblin. And they're just peering over like, what's going on?
I patiently wait for them to either come down the stairs to investigate or go about their business.
Okay, it's clear they're discussing like what to do, and one of them sets up what seems to be a mounted turret at the front of the staircase.
Okay.
And he just like casually pulls it out of his pocket, and he's like, "It is okay. I will make sure no one comes."
Oh my god, is his
Right.
name Axton?
And the other one nod, and the goblin seems frantic, and he goes to a specific pedestal, and you're closer. You notice that 3 of them are empty, and one of them has this blue gemstone, and he's frantically trying to take it off.
So the turret has been installed. It's not installed.
Yeah.
Yet. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's just
his installment bar is not full yet, right?
yeah. No, he just pulled it. It was an action. He did it.
Okay.
It's out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So executive decision. I'm going to test their defenses and stick out. Shoot the. It's a tiefling, right? Who set it up?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to shoot a tiefling.
Perfect.
Longbow plus 1d4. So the longbow itself is 21.
Oh.
And the 1d4 is 3. So that's 24 to hit.
Perfect. So you hit him directly in like the upper right shoulder, and he goes, "Oh, Jesus Christ!" And he's like, "There's intruders!
Oh.
Quickly!"
Yeah.
I'd roll for initiative,
You would,
But-
wouldn't you?
You would, but we
but
would.
instead, everyone make a frost check.
Frost.
Yeah. So this is a new mechanism that I'm employing in the Arctic Survival House rules of Icewind Dale. Anytime you're hit by an extreme cold event, you make a frost check. You roll a Constitution saving throw, plus or minus bonuses you will get for either having heavily padded fur cloaks. If you're actively trying to protect yourself from the cold, you will get a bonus.
Bless.
Or bless.
Does my money count as insulation?
Money?
Your money is the
Nope.
opposite of that. You get minuses.
It's cold.
Yeah, because it's just metal. Metal and saving yourself from heat deprivation is a bad thing.
Dirty 20.
19.
Total of
There-
17.
17?
20 on my end.
Your D4,
also.
Ben.
Perfect.
I have I have a D4.
Yeah, you're blessed.
and a D4, yeah. So
Sorry
you're all
about
hit
that.
by a cold wave, and you can see ice forming from the top and making its way down.
Oh,
But you're all saved from this effect. Now roll for initiative.
We don't have tokens on the wood.
That is true.
Oh yeah, let me.
Looking it down for you.
Oh, it's because Roll20. For some reason, I canceled it.
Well, I can put my token if you want. Boop.
we can put our token on the
Yeah.
alley.
You can now do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, for sure, do it.
So, initiative.
Ooh, 21.
Nice.
Ooh, 7.
Ooh, 23.
Oh.
You're the Gloomstalker, so it's...
Yeah, I have bonuses.
I don't know why you guys aren't in the turn order. There they go. That took a while. Descending. Perfect. We're gonna get rid of that one because there's 2 for some reason. They're at 2. Descending. All right, Bhalmir,
I'm stunned.
you're stunned.
Yep.
For this turn, so you do
Yes,
nothing.
I do nothing.
You're just like wiping your eyes. Like,
It's too bright.
Gildor, what would you like to do?
Yep.
I didn't show up in initiative, by the way.
I
Oh,
see you
yeah.
there. You're at the bottom.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
that's
I'll
fine.
tell you when it's your
No,
turn.
I can. I know my number. I just couldn't see my number.
I know my number.
Yeah.
Gotta remove the cloak.
You can't hear music, but I do.
Why are you so huge?
Yeah, why?
That's
I
what
slid
she
it
said.
onto the game, and then
There you go. Perfect.
So So what's the distance between us and the first enemy?
You picked up the cloak. You're 100 feet away.
100 feet away.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you set off a massive flare by putting on this this robe.
Well, you got
Then I'm
the
gonna
disco
go,
cloak.
30 step high and hide behind a statue.
Okay,
There's
perfect.
The first nearby statue I can hide.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so make me
And
as your
just-
action a stealth.
Okay. Oh no. It's a night. What's that roll? A d4? Or that's just one roll with bless?
No, it's for 1 minute.
So
For 1 minute?
Say all saves and attacks. That's why we didn't add it to initiative. I checked to make sure.
All right. So that's your turn. It's the baddie's turn. They see Turaslij. She is the closest. So your armor class is ridiculous if I
It
remember.
is 16 since I have my shield. No, I don't have my shield, so it's 14 right now.
14?
Yes.
Okay. So this hits
I have a
you.
longbow, so no shield.
Yeah. You take a comfortable 12 bludgeoning damage from the turret.
Wow. Bludgeoning. What is it? Rubber bullets?
Yeah. It's riot control.
As long as it's not glass orbs, I'm okay.
Perfect.
Alright, so of course I recoil and grunt.
The other figure, the orc, is moving things in the back, and everyone make another frost check.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
With bless, I surmise.
Yeah, with bless.
okay.
22.
Sure, whatever. Yeah, that's actually a 26.
Plus a D4, so
A
12.
dirty 26.
12. Okay.
That's an 8 for me.
Oof.
Oh.
Did you see
Car frozen
Sean's
again?
face?
Oh boy. This is funny. Okay, so Bhalmir with a 12, you are hit by the cold, and you instantly feel exhausted. You have 1 level of exhaustion.
Womp womp.
This sucks.
Car, you are not equipped for this level of frost that hits everyone, and you even see the people above be a little stunned. You have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Oh, yeah.
Ouch.
And by the way, you can go inside your settings and go inside the left, square, and you can see there is show exhaustion tracking. You can go in there, click it on, and you can follow the number of exhaustion level you have, and it will tell you your status.
It will show. It'll appear under hit dice and death saves.
Yes.
I already have it activated.
Car, also, you are currently suffering from frostbite. This is going to be a condition that is instantly goes away as soon as you get rid of your exhaustion, because
Okay.
you'll be heated up and it's gone. But what that means is that for now you are vulnerable to cold damage,
Oh.
and your extremities are extremely cold.
Okay. Where are the
Did I say left? It's right, sorry. Oh, so it's the right rectangle in the setting of your character sheet. And you will say down, you just go down just before the character Mancer.
It is the 5th one from the bottom in general options.
Yeah. So we can see show exhaustion tracking. Just set that on.
All right. I'll
And
it's fine.
All right.
Good.
And under that save, you're gonna see the other.
So just so you know that
Yep.
you'll have disadvantage on all ability checks at level 1.
Mm-hmm.
At level 2, it stacks. Your speed is halved.
Wow. A dwarf with speed at
Yeah, I know you're not halved yet, but
no, I
Car
know.
is
Wait,
because he's
I-
cold.
A dwarf with half speed is pretty much like a gnome in water.
I don't know what you're talking about. There will be no more water.
It's all
Stupid water.
ice. It's fine.
Stupid water.
All right, Car, it's your turn. You are overcome with cold. What do you do?
I want to think fast. I think fire. I'm still gonna cast Firebolt on the turret.
Okay,
So,
go for it.
What's my spell thingy? I think so it's an 18.
Perfect, you hit it. What's your damage?
1d10. That's a 20. No, it is. 2 damage.
2 damage. You plink off one of the feet of the turret, and it's now slanted to the side, but otherwise looks functioning.
Damn it. Just keeps shooting in random directions.
Well, it was, there was heat for a moment there, and then I just rubbed my hands.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's-
Turaslij.
Yes.
Your turn.
All right. So
I'm going to consider you more like 40 feet away from him.
Okay.
Because you went like progressed up.
yeah, 40 feet is good. 40 feet from the bottom or 40 feet from the top?
In like an angle? Because this is a staircase. So
No, but I mean like closer to the bottom or closer to the top?
closer to the top.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Okay. So well, I'm gonna shoot again, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot again. So this time, still the tiefling. I surmise he controls it. So that's 14 plus a blessed 4.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Holding the dice as a reference. That's a 16 to hit.
Yep, that's a hit.
Easily 2 to.
So you scar him like right off the, just like little scratch off the head. And
Just
go,
under the horn.
yeah, that's it. He's like, I should really stop standing in front. It's not my turn.
Typical action movie tiefling.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
Yes.
So, and then I'll have a movement and try to make it up to the next statue, so I'm a bit closer.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So you're
Roll
30
back.
feet. No, you're 30 feet closer. You're now 10 feet away from them. You can clearly see that the goblin is struggling to move this root, this like sapphire, and it's freezing his hands. So much so that the orc came and now is trying to pull the goblin off of this pedestal, and his hands are stuck to the gem.
All right. So someone will have to pee on it. Okay.
Yes, pretty much. Bhalmir, it's your turn. You are no longer stunned.
Okay,
You
so
can see your surroundings.
Bhalmir, well, for a second while he was stunned, he was reflecting. And not just because there was a whole light on him, but clearly just because he was thinking. And he thought about running. He will not run because his friends are stunned or frozen. And he said, what can I do since I'm full of gold? I need that gold. Well, my friends are more important. And one is to wisdom saving throw, and I put fairly hard DC on them, and he won both of them.
Nice.
So we got a 12 and a 21, and I put a 20 for the goal to leave it.
Nice.
So yes, he is leaving both, and I'm trying to understand like the setup of where my partners are.
So you have like some people up the staircase, right?
Yeah, really
Turaslij
far.
is like he's almost to the top. You have people progressing up and people hiding behind statues, basically.
Okay. As far as Carr and Gildor are around
They're the closest
me,
to you.
yeah, they
Yeah,
are the
yeah.
closest to me, but they are standing still because they are kind of frozen or, well, they are cold.
Well, cars. Gildor looks fine.
Gildor looks fine. Okay.
Yeah, he looks fine.
Okay.
He's unaffected.
I'm fine.
Okay. So
This is fine.
this is fine.
This is fine.
So where is what's the distance between me and Turaslij?
100 feet. Well,
100
90 feet.
90 feet. And the distance between Turaslij and the enemies?
10 feet.
And so
10 feet.
10 feet? Okay. So, in order to protect us, I will cast Fog Cloud on the surrounding area surrounding us to cover us from, well, any attacks from the turret.
Perfect.
And that will be my action because, well, I have to deal with that money and stuff, so I ain't gonna move. I'm just gonna...
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, anything else?
No, he's taking his action as part of his move action to remove the money and the trinkets and stuff in order to move. So I will keep whatever amount I can keep to be able to move normally.
Okay, so you like just open your deck and just
Just
let it all. I'll let you know after how much you actually
Okay,
keep.
that's fine.
So you're just entering.
Yeah, emptying to move and casting a fog cloud. So while he's dancing on place, he's just creating a fog spell.
Basically, it basically took your movement to get everything out and then
Yeah.
you cast fog cloud. All right, Gildor, what do you do?
I'm gonna go up 30 feet again.
Mm-hmm.
And since there's a fog,
Well, you moved out of the fog now.
Yeah.
Because the fog cloud is like a 30 feet bubble or something like that.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius, so I was just trying to surround them while they were not moving, so...
I'm gonna go to the next statue, next 30 feet,
Yep.
so
60 feet up.
60 feet up. All right. 30 feet. Yep, same action. Gonna go behind the statue and wait.
Okay.
Do you want me to make another stealth or?
So I'm going to keep the same stealth roll because you didn't
Okay.
actually attack them.
Okay.
They wouldn't notice. The tiefling is now out of sight
Oh.
from most of you. Turaslij, you can still see him, but now he's also at the statue helping the orc trying to move the goblin. And a torrent of snow and wind are now all going around the top. Just Turaslij, make a frost check.
Cross check. Still with a bless, or has it? No, it hasn't been.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay.
No, it's just 3 turns.
Constitution
Oh!
23.
Nice.
And I'm gonna add the bless because I can.
27?
Yeah.
Goes off.
So you're like,
Cold.
you're like, oh, this is fine.
This is
And you
fine.
notice,
Yeah.
because you're on top, that the goblin and the orc are completely encased in ice.
Holy
And the ice is moving ever closer. So it's just expanding.
This is
Okay,
bad.
Like a
And
field
yeah,
span. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Like the day of after tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
So,
Put the boat in the fire.
if you don't mind, I think we could take a break, and I'll do my action when I come back.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
right.
so we're going to take a break, and we're going to look at the video from La Coalition Fjord in order to explain us what is the problem with the GNL Quebec and, well, everything surrounding this problem. So we'll see you in about 15 minutes.
Ta-da-ta-da.
Hey, on est de retour! We're
Perfect.
back.
We're back.
Arnaque.
Précédemment dans Icewind Dale. Yeah, English.
It is actually Car's turn right now.
Okay, yeah.
Car. You are overcome with cold right now. You take a flat 5 cold damage from the ambient storm that is above you.
This is bad.
Your mind is overcome with find heat. I need to stop shivering. I need to stop this condition.
Okay. Is there anything around me that could be flammable?
Roll me a perception.
23.
Okay. You're looking for flammable things and you're like, oh, drat. The torches, they're too far away. I can't get to them. But your attention comes to a red ruby right next to you. And it's emanating heat. And it's glowing red.
I'm picking it up.
As soon as you touch it, your frost-bitten hands go away. One level of exhaustion is removed, and you feel like you can move normally again. But you're still very cold.
Okay.
Consider that a free action since it was just a
okay.
a
So
roll
it's
of
a free
perception.
action.
and you interact with one object.
Okay.
You have no time to observe this gem that is in your hand, but you're thankful that it's there.
Okay. So I'm surrounded by fog, right? So I can't see my enemies.
That's correct.
Right.
You'd have to move.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move out of the fog cloud to see what's happening with my crew. So I move up to 30 feet.
Yep. So you move up 30 feet. You see Turaslij is basically at the top. Gildor is following suit, like 2 statues down. But he's like very close as well. And they're taking shelter from the cold. Turaslij is just standing there, like a man. Just with all the wind around him, he doesn't care.
Any
He's just like, this is normal.
This is
Any
normal.
hostiles?
This is normal.
You don't see them.
Okay. Is the turret still there?
It is. It's not moving.
It's still a threat. I'm gonna firebolt it.
Okay.
Still a turret.
Oh,
That joke
yeah.
only works if you don't pronounce the TH properly.
It's an 11.
You miss. As you go, the wind takes your firebolt into the storm.
Okay. So there's a storm. Okay.
So there's a fireball.
So now there's a firebolt that's going around.
What the
Okay.
And it just creates condensate, and now there's a firebolt shaped ice cube going.
So
Turaslij,
Yeah.
incidentally, it's your turn. Make a dex save.
Okay, dex save, dex save.
Oh no.
Dodge the firebolt!
Still with bless, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah! Yeah!
Critical, and I'm adding the bless for an added punch. 22.
So you
A
see
crit
it
and a
coming,
fail
and you just
in
kind
one
of go
shot.
like, "This is boring." You just like duck. It goes around, and it hits a statue and explodes.
Yeah, my training in my tribe was much more rigorous than this.
Yeah, like it's coming in exactly 5-second intervals. What is this?
1, 2. It's like beginner boxing. 1, 2,
Right.
3,
Yeah, yeah.
4. Okay, so I'm 10 feet away from them. The goblin is frozen onto the orc.
He's an ice block, and so is the orc, and the tiefling has its hands now stuck, and it can't get out.
Okay. I'm gonna do what any neutral creature would do. I'm gonna get up there and draw the sword and whack his hands off.
Oh, come on.
Uh,
Trying to save his
listen, listen. I won't make you roll. It shatters the ice that is holding it, and his hands are completely off. He's like, oh! He's like breathing in pain, and he's on the floor going, ah! Why would you do that?
Get out while you still can.
And he's just like on the ground crying and just like crawling towards the stairs. Ah!
And I'll actually help him, and I'll grab him under the arm to assist him.
Okay, perfect. So you both get, let's say, 20 feet down the steps. And that is the extent of your turn.
Yes. I will
Bhalmir.
use my extra attack, which I kept forgetting.
Yeah. So if I understand correctly, people are trying to run away from the ball.
You have no idea. You're in the cloud.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You're just there.
Okay.
You're in the fog
You're
cloud.
absolutely
You're like,
right. So everybody's still in danger in my head. So
yeah.
you beginning to hear like chanting, and you just hear, Brunnar, Fjord. The only thing you see is the shape of an end axe with runes on fire inside the dark fog in the middle of the vault.
So you see a silhouette.
Yeah.
Because not really seeing it.
Yeah, it's just a silhouette because it's just making some light inside the fog. And he is casting, in bonus action, Searing Smite. And as his action, he is casting Long Strider. One of them is concentration, the other is not concentration.
Mm-hmm.
So he will start to run towards the danger in order to protect his friend that he thinks are in danger. So my movement boosts to 35 feet for 1 hour.
Amazing. 10 feet. You're slightly better than the average man. Slightly worse
better
than your average monk.
And I'm better than the average dwarf. So.
Why is everything a Yogi the Bear reference here?
I don't know. I just like it like that. So he jumps from the fog straight for the staircase.
Okay, so you get out of the fog, and you notice your companions huddled in shelter on behind like a statue, and another one that grabbed a gem, and he's like, oh, this is so much better. And you just see Turaslij, just like, cool guys don't look at explosions. He's like walking with a tiefling who has no more hands, and he's just moving him, and he's just moving him down the staircase and like half dragging him, and he's just strutting slowly as everything around him is encasing with ice, and Turaslij is not giving any fucks.
Okay, so he's just going to string. Turaslij, what did you do? because he
Save this
thinks,
bloke's life.
what's with the storm?
You find out.
And I believe my two other partners
Yeah,
are
you're-
listening to this and they're not reacting, so he's just going to turn towards Scar and says, what are we doing? Are we running?
I don't know. I'm so cold.
I'm so cold.
Gildor,
Cold.
Gildar's gonna ask the tiefling. So what should we do, Mr. No Hand?
So you're asking that. He can't hear you. The storm is raging on so
Oh,
much,
so-
and you're going like, what could we do to him? And you just see him going.
So we couldn't hear what Bhalmir said.
No, but Bhalmir was like yelling through it, but you're just going like, what can you do? Just the storm itself is picked up at this moment.
Okay.
Describe to me the last thing that you're doing. All
Me-
of you, just in sequence. Yeah.
Just in sequence.
Just in sequence. Let's do it in turn order.
Yeah.
Gildor, what would you like to do?
But I'm gonna
You see
sit.
this big torrent of snow,
Yeah.
and it's ice is coming, and you see like ice is slowly forming even around Turaslij. As he's just like walking down and like tossing this no hand tiefling towards you guys.
Oh, I'm gonna dash down the stairs
Okay.
and face step in the middle of the room with gold.
Okay, perfect. So you're like dashing down and you're like doing this run and blinking out and in of existence to another room. Car.
Funny because I actually heard I'm gonna face step. Which
Yeah, I'm gonna face
It's like I'm jumping from the stairs to Car's face and then just.
Boot meat face.
Car will go help the tiefling. He's gonna get up the stairs and he's gonna try to save the tiefling.
With the ruby in your hands.
Oh yes, I'm cradling the ruby. I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What-
Okay, so you're going there and you're like gonna cast like a heal, I suppose, on this tiefling.
yes.
Turaslij, what are you doing while you see Car come up and try to help this tiefling? Keep in mind there's ice forming all the way around you.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk past Car. Keep going further
Okay.
because I looked, but I don't think lizard folk have warm blood. I didn't find anything.
I didn't see any stat thing for it.
Yeah.
But you're a humanoid.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how I'm gonna rule.
All right. So, well, I'm still gonna walk past him, still nonchalant.
Yeah.
Like
You have
walking,
icicles
the ice is
forming.
just forming behind me.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And you have like ice starting to form on you as well, just as you were walking down.
Does-
Bhalmir.
I'm running up. He's walking by. I'm
Yes.
running down. I like.
While ice and icicles are forming on Turaslij, does he stop moving or does he continue to walk anyway? Is he blocked
Right
by
now,
ice?
he's
I'm too badass.
Yeah, you're too badass.
badass to run.
Okay.
Like,
He's just walking down, just like.
Okay, so we will scream at Turaslij, start running! well, with all his lungs.
Yeah.
I can make a performance if you want.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I just want a picture framed to go to the next scene.
Okay.
So you're yelling.
And I'm yelling.
Turaslij is just like walking really slowly, partly because of the ice, partly because he wants to look cool. Kara's trying to help this poor tiefling and realizes he should be concerned more with his life right now, as the ice is forming towards and like on top of him, and everything fades to white, pure white for everyone.
Oh, I had one other thing I wanted to do while like screaming at Turaslij, and it's just while he's screaming, he's just turning his head to see where the fuck is Ranji.
Where are you, Ranji? You already see like Ranji is like booking it. Like he's actually right next to Gildor. He's like, because Gildor like phased into existence right next to Ranji. And
He's just floating on
it's a good idea. We run now.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Okay. So everything fades.
So everything fades to white, and all of you hear a dripping. You don't know how much time has passed. You don't know where you are right now. You can't see anything, but everyone starts hearing a trickle of whoop, 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 and eventually your senses start coming to, and you realize you're not where you once were. Welcome to Icewind Dale.
Wait, sorry, wrong track.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is amazing.
So where are we? Are we in a cavern or are we outside?
You don't know.
Oh, you don't know.
No idea.
You have no idea. Okay, you just
you can-
hear.
I'm just going to remove the turn order. This is where you are now. You all start slowly waking up. You are all exhausted. Everyone has a point of exhaustion.
Okay, I'll
Do I
have
add
that.
one more? Or
Yeah, do I have one more?
You're just at one.
Okay,
All
I'm
right.
at one. Okay.
Everyone's at one.
Okay.
So, do you have a text to explain the place, or can I ask a question?
You can go ahead and ask.
Okay, so Bhalmir, the first thing he's gonna look at is Andax. Is it still searing? Or
What index?
well, oh.
So you go, and the last thing you remember, you're like, I was holding an axe. You notice that you don't have any of your gear on you.
But
You were still clothed, and you pat yourself down, and you must have one or two pieces of gold on you, but you don't have all your adventuring gear. All
Just-
you can find is your sword that you found.
Oh,
It's the only thing you have on you.
I have the feather, so it's okay.
All right. So
And
are-
as you look around, you notice, because you have dark vision,
Yes, and I have pretty
the
far.
walls are made out of ice. And there's some stone, but it's mostly ice. The ground is covered in a light snow. And you begin to shiver as it is quite cold. In the middle of the room, there's like a stalagmite. There's enough heat in this one particular room that there is water forming at the top and then dripping down and forming this icicle that is slowly connecting to the roof of the cavern.
And he's just going to start, screaming for the others. Do we see them? Does he see them?
You see Kar and Turaslij, right next to the stalagmite, you actually see pretty much what you can see on the map if I did it right.
Yeah, probably. I have
Yeah,
120 feet.
Yeah, exactly.
Dark vision.
And there's a gemstone on the floor that is glowing with light, and it's emanating heat. And you suspect that that's what's creating this heat in this particular room.
He's gonna scramble on his feet and just run towards, well, every one of them to wake them up and see they're all right.
Am I awake?
Yep, everyone's awake.
Okay, so I will. I guess I'm cold. Do I see that Bhalmir has no adventuring gear?
Yep, you absolutely see that.
He wouldn't abandon his
Also
and
notice
axe.
that you don't have any
No,
adventuring
I
gear.
have no adventuring gear.
You have this ruby in front of you.
Yeah. So I will scramble in the pockets of my coat. Do I have my family statuettes?
Yeah, you still have those.
Okay. I sigh in relief. And I will pick up the gem. Is it the same gem that I picked up?
Yeah, it's the exact same gem. You recognize it, it fills you with heat, and as you touch it, like before, your exhaustion goes away.
Oh. Alright, so I'm gonna have a heat emanating gem in the inventory.
Gildor, you don't see anyone around you. When you wake up, you hear this dripping in the distance, and you have this cloak around you, and it is the only equipment you have on you.
So I don't find my spears and.
You don't
Oh,
have
no.
currently your spears.
Okay. So
Turaslij, very same as everyone else. Your gear is completely gone. The only thing you have left is what you kept in your somewhere in your armor that is now deteriorated and is gone. Is this mace?
Okay. Well, that is of little comfort to me, and I overreact because I need my my tribal equipment. So I start looking all over, like shivering. Where is it? Where is it?
You don't have dark vision, right?
No.
No, so all you can see is like literally what's around you, and you can tell that there are pieces of your armor kind of scattered and shattered everywhere on the ground. Yeah.
You probably
because I don't need my leather armor.
yeah.
No, just your like tribal armor, like the bones and whatnot. Like there are some bones that are there, but it's clearly cracked and just not usable.
And you probably bump into Bhalmir is just next to you, trying to wake you up and see if you're all right, because he sees
No, I'm all
you
right.
clearly.
I'm already standing up. I'm just looking around, like where's my sword and my shield? I really need those.
Where? I will help you. Just a second. I don't see them. It's just parts. It's just parts.
No.
I'll help you, and I'm gonna cast light on the gem that I have. So
I'm gonna boost it.
Yeah, as you cast light, it's what, 30
fracks.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's blind. You all die. No.
Prismatic orb.
What's the light that light gives? Like how much feet?
I think it's like a torch.
Yeah,
it's 20/20.
Yeah, I think
not
it's
that
20/20.
much.
Yeah, it's 20 dim, 20 bright.
Okay, so let me adjust it. The gem now emanates 20, and here we go. There you go. You should be able to see more.
So I see light.
So as Kar does this, yeah, you absolutely see light in the distance. And yeah, you're free to act.
I'm gonna go through the light.
To the light.
I'm gonna go into the light. I'm gonna follow that light. And make a perception check while walking down.
At this
the
point,
area.
yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, I would probably add scream your name also, so because
Oh,
Perception.
critical 24. 24.
So, but,
24.
do you want to stay where you are to perception, or are you moving first and then
I'm
perceiving?
moving first
So
as I
move
walk.
your token so I know where you are. There you go. So you can, with your 24, and even though it's very dim light, you see in this corner here, I don't know if you can see my pinging.
Yep.
Okay. Crystals made of black. And they're just kind of jetting from the wall. You can also kind of hear movement forward in front of you from here. And you hear familiar voices. You think you hear the voice of Kar, you think you hear the voice of Turaslij and of Bhalmir.
I'm gonna go through. Right. Oh, that's a big gem.
Hey,
Yeah, it's just a
a familiar face.
That's a big red gem.
Yeah, it's really
Simpsy.
big.
Simpsy. See,
Okay.
it's like the size of like your
It's,
fist.
it's just
not that
it's just to find it on the map.
Yeah, exactly. If I make it any smaller, it's annoying.
Yeah.
As soon as I see Gildor, I'm gonna call out to him like, "Hey, friend, come help us. We're looking for armor."
Armor.
Yeah.
Well, I did see some black gems, weird black gems on the way here, and it's freezing cold.
Oh yeah, come near me. My gem is emanating heat.
Yeah. Well, before long, we will need to make a fire. I don't know. Well, nobody can tell amongst us. It's gem. It's gonna keep on emanating that heat.
Oh,
Well, maybe that gem can melt some ice.
would I know if this gem could melt ice?
You suspect that if you put it against something cold,
Yeah, maybe. Let's try. Let's try on this stalagmite, and I'm gonna just press the gem against the stalagmite. Just to
perfect.
see
So
if it melts.
you press it, and it emanates heat on this stalagmite, and it is now gone. It's like completely melted, but your exhaustion comes back, and now it's emanating less heat.
Oh. So
It's like a
okay.
sandstone.
You suspect that this is a once per day kind of thing. I'll give you the rules later, but you either get ambient heat or you can use it as a big burst and melt something.
Okay, so
No one here knows how to identify magic, so let's try random shit. I love it.
God, what is it suddenly cold?
I'm heavily breathing now, so it's like
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
let's
Well, at least we got
not
water.
do this again, please. Let's try to find stuff to burn. I
Okay,
can
sure.
create fire, but I need.
It's like a hot pocket that's got like those hotties, those little hotties
Yeah.
that have gone cold. You know there's still some heat in it, and like you suspect it'll come back, but like it's gone right now. The heat benefits.
Do you think if
I
we
will.
broke-
If you take a bite out of it and it's cold, the center will burn your mouth.
It's like a
As soon as you get rid of
microwave
the center,
thing.
though, all ice.
do you think if we broke the gem in 4 pieces, it can all give us each amount of heat?
I wouldn't touch it.
Yeah.
Don't alter the gem, Mr. Gildor.
I'm not gonna experiment with this too much, but maybe later, if we can find some other sources of heat, I'll try and see if we destroy this one.
Yes.
We can.
Well, it's very cold, so we must hurry.
Yeah, I know.
I think
I
I
know.
see something in the river, but I'm not sure if it's part of the map or it's really there.
Oh, it's really there.
Yeah.
I put a lot of detail in this
Okay.
map, so go for it.
So,
What?
I don't know. I think I see a bucket or something.
I think our little ranger should lead the way. I'll stay back.
Okay. So, he's going
You
for...
can do this, and I'm gonna cast guidance on you. For a minute, you can have 1d4.
Thank you, Car. Well, there's actually really a bucket in there.
It's so what you notice is that it's driftwood, and
okay.
it's part of a barrel.
Can you catch...
And
he's gonna take out the feather and just try to grab it with the longsword. I guess it's like a martial weapon or something.
yeah, it's a martial weapon. It's
Yeah.
it's literally a longsword.
Okay, it is a longsword, so it is a feather.
I will send you the stats, but you haven't discovered what it
Yeah.
does. So
He's just trying to... It's the longest thing he have on him, so he's just like...
I suspect if you go to the edge, you could probably grab some of the wood.
Okay.
Oh, we got Turaslij tail.
Yeah, also. If it's not enough, we'll get Turaslij tail.
My tail is shivering right now.
So, okay, so what do you want me to roll, like a dex or something?
Just make an attack roll to see if you can actually grab it. Just
Okay.
whatever is better for you.
I don't have anything... Well, yeah, it's like...
Just roll a d20.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just my strength normal. 16.
16.
And
roll
normally-
that at disadvantage, sir. You are exhausted.
Yes, and I have to add my proficiency bonus anyway, so... That would be 19, so it's 19, the worst one.
19. So
Plus
you
D4?
managed to.
Plus the
guidance,
D4.
Not on attack rolls. I don't think
Yeah.
I can guide an attack.
I don't think that
No,
the
it's just
guidance
on
goes on that.
ability checks.
Yeah. So
and-
the worst one is it's your 16.
Yeah,
with your
that
plus
gives
2 and
us...
whatnot.
Yeah,
So
plus
yeah,
3.
you
so-
were able to go get some of the wood and you bring it closer.
Okay.
Yeah. So now you have like pieces of wet, damp, cold wood. Do you grab it?
Oh yeah, absolutely, I grab it. It's the only wood we have, so...
Okay, perfect. Your hands get really cold.
Yeah, I bet.
You suspect if there's a draft of wind, that it would suck.
Probably, yeah. Well, the only thing he can do for now is we have Gar. Do you think it will caught fire even with your firebolt?
I think we're gonna have to dry it first, but you're the ranger.
Hmm. Okay, so after a while, I guess. But okay, let's just keep it near us in order to dry it.
I can firebolt it to dry it, but
Yeah. You
Yeah.
suspect that would probably work, but this is not enough wood to sustain a big enough fire to warm you guys up.
Okay. So he's
Like,
just
what
going
you've gotten
to.
is enough wood for like one plank. Like you have like one plank of usable wood.
Oh, okay. That's fine. So Okay, let's see what's over.
let's try and find some more wood.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and check those gems I saw before.
Yeah, I am curious about those gems, Gildor.
Yeah, just carry the gem with you, and we'll go check on the ones you talked about.
So the
Okay, perfect.
black, yeah, I'm gonna go with Gildor to the black, to the jet
Okay.
bath.
Here, I'm gonna
Black crystals.
just
Yeah, you-
move this with you. So wherever you go, I'll move it to you because it's on you, basically. I'll
Yeah,
give you light.
Yeah,
No.
I hold it in my hand like.
Okay, perfect.
I'm on all fours, kind of looking at whatever's on the ground, still trying to find my sword and shield.
I don't
Okay.
think.
Moving around in the dark, kind of feeling around.
I'm gonna, but just passing
go.
by you, I'm gonna touch your shoulder and mutter something and guide you in your search for the next minute.
Okay, thanks.
You really think
course
this is gonna help? I mean, I don't see any of his armor or his weapons. We don't have any of ours.
Saloon works in mysterious ways.
Well, that's just lazy speaking to say you don't have an answer.
Well, the goddess has an answer.
Yeah, well, yeah, that. So you should walk.
Just try the damn wood.
I just lost patience. Diddly. Nah, diddly dang net it.
So he's just going to follow.
Yep, I'm following Gildor.
Sure,
Yeah.
go ahead. Move your tokens freely.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm
Yep.
going, I guess.
Where do you want to go? Yeah.
Where were you, Mr. Gildor? So there you were.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so right in this corner, you clearly notice these black crystals. They are jetting out from the walls. They look embedded. Yep.
Would I know about any black crystals?
Of like proficiency in geography or
Oh, no.
history or something that would give you this number. Yeah.
No, I thought it might mean magic.
Wow.
I am proficient in Arcana. That's all I have.
I'm proficient in
which one?
history.
Yeah. Go. You can go ahead and make a roll.
Well, me it's stone cunning, so it's regarding stones.
Yeah.
Is it like large enough to include gems?
This is more of a gem, so I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think it's part of a gem thing. I think it's really stonework.
Yeah, it's more architecture, right?
Yeah, architecture, stone. Well, identifying like normal
That's
stone.
it. So it's like that kind of material. This wouldn't help you in that case. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a 17 in history.
Okay. Nothing in your mind comes at hand. You've never seen this before or have heard of it in your studies. With a 17. It's unknown. It looks quite sharp. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It is sharp.
Yeah.
If we just try to hack it a bit with the, I don't know, with the part of the pommel of the feather, the longsword itself.
Yeah. You can try.
Is it breakable? Like just testing the gem.
You're hitting it and it's quite firm.
Okay, so it's not brittle.
No.
Okay. This is weird. But I mean, there could be any sort of gems in here. Maybe it's worth something, but it's worth a damn.
Does heat emanate from him?
No.
From those? No.
It's a cold gem.
Told you.
Okay.
Just like
Like
the
just-
rest of it. It's this area is just everywhere is pretty cold.
Okay.
The walls
just-
and whatnot.
keep
I'm-
those gems in mind.
I'm going to firebolt around one of these gems. Try to dislodge one of them.
Yeah, go for it. So you firebolt it,
Pew 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 pew. Firebolt.
and you notice like the snow and what and the ice is starting to melt, but the gem itself is unaffected. And it's the snow is melting, you realize this is just the tip of the gem, and it's a huge crystalline going down,
Oh,
and it's like semi-translucent, so you can kind of see it far away, but it's this huge block.
It's like the pillars of eternity.
okay. Yeah,
You
guys.
say that out loud?
Yes, it's like the pillars of it. Did you play that game?
No, actually, I don't.
Yeah, this large. There's a large pillar down back there. We're gonna need more firepower if we want to dislodge this. Let's keep it in mind and try to look somewhere else. It's getting really cold. I have a coat, but it's mostly for looks.
It's not made for this type of weather. Let's just put it at that.
Okay.
At all.
So we're going to search the cave itself. Is there more of well, we can see down south of the cave, if you can say.
You can see everything that your token can see.
Yeah. Okay.
You may wish you can walk wherever you'd like.
So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna follow the river
Hey,
north.
oh, I think I found
Gildor.
someone in the water.
Oh,
I think you did.
He's frozen dead.
It's Mr.
Yeah.
Freeze.
Mr. Freeze, Mr. Freeze.
I
Like
found more drift.
Arnold Schwarzenegger freeze.
I think I found.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering,
though.
like, why is everyone stacked on top of each other?
So, I
yeah,
see
you
this.
definitely see there's a crate's worth of driftwood, and the crate itself looks like it's closed.
Okay.
And you see two semi-frozen, because you can see it from here. Let me look at your perspective. Yep, two semi-frozen corpses. Yeah, try not to just traverse the water by jumping, because you might not see things over there yet.
Yeah.
You haven't chosen to swim through the water.
I'm going. Oh, go for it.
Yep. I'm going to use Radiant Soul and Bamf my wings, so I can fly up to the driftwood crate and bring it to shore.
Okay, perfect. So
I have 1 minute of.
yeah, you have
flight
plenty of time to do that.
And if
And you bring it back, and you know with this amount of wood, you'd be able to create a small fire.
okay,
So
and
I'm just.
if there's time, if I have time in my minute, I'm going to maybe drag one of the corpses to the shore. Also, I don't know if I have enough though.
Yeah, no, you'll have way more than enough time to do that.
Okay.
So you drag like this one,
Yep.
and when you bring it ashore, you immediately notice it has no hands, and that it's a tiefling.
Okay. So, well, okay. So, I just shout in the caves. Well, I found wood. We'll be hot for a minute. if we want to rest. And I also found one of our assailant from before.
And
He's dead though.
you see Bhalmir walking next to you, and she says, "You mean a lunch for Turaslij? Turaslij, there's lunch over here! Drop your search for nothing!"
I was already kind of on my way, looking behind you guys, and I get there and I say, "Food and maybe weapons.
Yeah,
If anyone has a knife, I can make weapons."
I have a big knife.
Yeah, he has a sword. You have a mace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a
I
hammer.
mean, like crafting a knife with a mace out of bone.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I made.
And it's pointy.
Well, you can break it in
Shards.
order to,
Yeah.
make something pointy, like you said.
So I say we build a fire next to that former stalagmite. And
Does he wear clothes? Does he have clothes, Gar?
does the tiefling have clothes?
Yeah, it's the same sort of garments you remember.
Okay.
Because I think Turaslij doesn't have any.
Well, there's a frozen shirt he can wear.
Why?
You quickly realize, I mean, he's drenched in water and the corpse is bloated. It looks like it's been here for a long time and not much of it would be usable, if any at all.
With my healer's background, would I be able to approximate how much time he was in the water?
Yeah, you can make me a roll.
Saluni, show me the way. Guidance.
I want you. Show me the way
So
every day.
is it a medicine check or just?
It would be a medicine.
So it's 21.
So it's definitely been here over a year.
A year?
At least.
Oh.
Did you say that out loud?
So
Looking at the body, a year.
yes. I'm inspecting the body and like my face, like
And what's really
get
more
white.
concerning
Like,
for you is that there are frostbite marks on it that happen on freezer burn, like patients, and that could easily be over 10.
over 10.
Yeah, but it's been in the water for over a year.
Wow.
Due to the level of bloatedness and like where it was. And you know, it hasn't degraded too much because it's really cold.
So I turn to the crew and say, well, I don't want to alarm anyone, but this fella's been here for over a year. So so meaning we've probably been here for a year.
Probably not. We would be dead frozen like him, Mr. Frizz. But we were probably, I don't know, like the hut where Ranjit was normally, like in this space thingy moving, I don't know,
Yeah.
across, well, space.
Anybody seen Ranjit?
No, where
He's-
is it, Ranjit?
He's usually a loudmouth and I don't hear him, so
I hope he
There's
wasn't
no-
here for a year. He would be frozen.
yeah, he's probably
says, "Fuck that guy."
yeah, he's probably dead. We'll keep an eye out. Anyway, let's build a fire. Maybe we'll think clearer when we're hot.
I'll try to open the crate. So he's just gonna...
Need a hand?
Yeah, sure. Do you still have that, that mace you found? Turaslij.
Yeah, I do.
Pretty much
So
everything we have.
So I'm gonna help him. So you can roll advantage.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait. How would you do? How are you opening it? You're taking the mace and hitting it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. We don't have
How
any...
are you helping? Are you holding?
Yeah.
You're
sitting on the
holding the
mace.
crate.
I'm like, hit there.
So you should hit that spot.
It's the weakest spot.
So I'm gonna take a stone, like any stone that is, kind of pointy,
Playing around, sure.
and just like shove it inside, just to break like the top of it.
Yeah, sure. So don't even do any rolls.
All right, but
You put the stone in, and you go to like hit it with the mace, and the wood crumbles.
oh,
Like the whole crate just kind of goes.
it's just rotted.
Yeah, it's rotten. And it was frozen, and the only thing keeping it together was like the ice that was formed around it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Listen, you move the wreckage, and you find enough articles of clothing. What appear to be just fur pelts, but it looks like clothes, and there looks like there's enough clothes for a person, and it's cold weather gear.
So 8 person or a person?
A person, a
Okay.
single person.
A single
Cold
person.
Person.
That would be
8 people's worth of
8 people's
Um,
worth of fur clothes.
and you see a day's worth of rations for 6 people
Well,
in this crate, and it's like cheese, it's like dried sausages, stuff like that's like not super perishable, but it's also frozen
okay.
and waterlogged, so you're not sure if it's still good.
Well, maybe we could search for more crate.
Yeah, maybe. We can look around. Well, the person that's gonna take the clothing, I guess it's the one who can't make fire. So which one of you two can't make fire? I'm talking about Turaslij and Mr. Gildor.
Make fire. I can make fire.
So you can keep yourself warm, but not all scaly men.
I can make fire with wood, yeah.
Yeah, but you can't. You know what I'm talking about? He's just throw you the clothing. Put
It
that
bounces
on.
off and I kind of catch it.
And it's like an ice cube, so it like hits you and you're like, ugh.
Okay, maybe when it's not a popsicle.
You know it would take like several hours in front of a fire to like take out the ice and actually get it wearable.
Well, at some
Start
point,
beating it instead.
at some
I
point, it's
see
gonna
that,
be malleable.
We can maybe search down the
Do me a
This
strength check.
river
on
like?
you beating it, by the way.
Strength
Yeah.
with disadvantage. That is a 9.
Nine.
It's a 9.
You're like whacking it, and it doesn't seem to be doing very much to the clothes. Gildor.
Cool, I have a mace.
You have a mace. Okay, so
Gildor had a good idea. Maybe we should maybe
go
we
down
should search south of here.
Yes, out of here I saw that the river is getting shorter between 2 shores, so maybe we can jump.
Yeah, maybe
other
we
side.
can cross that river, find more wood.
yeah.
You know you have enough wood right now for like a fire. For a long rest's worth of fire.
Yes, maybe we could just keep moving, get ourselves exercise a bit and warm our body.
Yeah, that's a very good idea. Turaslij,
Yeah.
keep close, you can't see.
Yeah. I will start by making 10 push-ups. Just to warm a bit.
So we're going to wander near the stream in the cabin.
Okay, so you guys are going this way?
Yes.
Just
We're
place
going
yourselves
southward.
on the side.
Yeah.
You have control of your tokens, so go ahead, place yourselves where you want to be.
So,
Is this the
so this is it. It's well, from the looks of it, it's not that narrow.
Well, over here it is.
Over where?
There. Well, there.
Well, we can jump that.
Oh,
This is
Yeah.
narrow, yeah.
This is narrow.
okay.
We can jump.
Here, I should-
well,
I jump it
okay.
because I have total confidence in my limited abilities.
Perfect. So you can go ahead and jump at disadvantage strength.
Yeah.
Movement, jumping.
Athletics.
Athletics check, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So it'll be an easy one.
It's a 14.
All right, you make it, no
I mean, I
problem.
have a
You
plus 7
stumble,
in athletics.
you stumble, but it's tough.
Hmm.
Okay.
So normally it's your strength. If you move 10 feet before jumping, you can move an amount of number of feet equal to your strength score.
Strength
but-
score. Oh yeah. Okay.
What
do you say?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, my strength score is balls. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's 7 feet.
I have 14, so I will do the athletics.
I'm gonna.
It'll be also an easy check.
21.
Perfect. You make it
Do you have
across as well.
disadvantage or not?
He still does as well. Did you not roll twice?
Yeah, you're disadvantaged because you're.
Everyone's
Oh,
exhausted.
yeah.
You have
Sorry
disadvantage.
about that. I just
18
forget.
still works, I guess. Yeah.
Gildor, roll a second time.
So,
So you roll a 9.
22, so I have a 21.
Yeah.
Bhalmir, you're okay. Gildor, you go to follow your companions and you drop into the water instead.
I
Like
have
right in the
18 of
middle.
strength.
Yeah, you rolled a 9 though.
Yep.
Make me a frost check.
I'm going. Cars.
25.
So it should be a constitution. 25. You are fine, but you are drenched in water.
Well, I think that fight I will.
You're now moving at half speed because your clothes are now soaked in this water, and everywhere you move, you are freezing.
Oh, this is bad.
So, Car is gonna ask Saloon for guidance and try to hope for the best. So that's 16 athletics check.
That is fine as well. And so you all make it across. Gildor is freezing in water, even though he's come out now, and you're in front of this skeletal mammalian. It's very large, and you don't know exactly what animal this came from. If you essentially, you guys notice nothing new in this one room except for this like giant skeleton of some large mammal, and we're gonna call it there for today.
All right.
See what you guys do next time on Icewind Dale.
Oh, that was cool.
Yes.
Yep.
Bones.
Bones. More bones.
Everyone's gonna
Bones.
walk out of here with a battle axe or something.
Yeah.
Bone clothes.
We're spending the next week in this
Making
room.
Yeah, pretty
bone
much.
stuff.
You get a battle axe. You get-
Everybody gets a battle axe.
No, I need a spear, bone spear,
A bone
and a
spear.
bone.
Yeah. I'm not
Bone
sure
leather
if I
cloak.
did the lighting right, like if you can see
Oh yeah.
all the
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
but I think you
Yeah.
guys can see to like here, which is like
I can
wasn't my
see.
intent, but
I can see up to here, and there are walls around.
Oh yeah.
here
It's
here.
really
So
fine.
I can't
Yep.
see that much further.
Mhm.
Okay. So, now we're gonna leave you and go and check out the website of La Coalition Fjord, and you can go also on their Facebook page. They're really active. You can also participate for this action against GNL Quebec, and in order to do so, you just have to, there's a petition going around. You can make a tweet that is already made. You just go on the website and there's tweet already written for you, and also an email. So you can send to, the responsible people that are supposed to look out for us, which they don't. So, we'll see you next time pour une poignée de pièces d'or. So, have a great night and a great week.
bye.
Bye.
Bye!